I have been cheated on by my girlfriend of 5 years and I'm still deeply in love with her. Should I try to fix our relationship or should I break up with her? We met when I just got hired for the company I'm still employed for. She was an intern at the time and she was job shadowing my boss at the time. We eventually hit it off and became BF and GF. 1 year later she got pregnant with our son. She later quit her internship and left college because at the time I was making decent money for myself, so no biggie, I would go to work providing for my family while she would take care of our kid and essentially become a housewife. She would occasionally hang out with friends and well, you guessed it, a lot of guys would hit on her and who would blame them. My girlfriend is very attractive, she has a cute face and a nice fit body even after birthing a child. Sometimes I even wonder how I even got her since I'm rather kinda overweight myself. However, my girlfriend believes in loyalty, so I thought I had nothing to worry about. I really thought I had it all, a well-paying job, a beautiful girlfriend and a healthy baby boy. But after around 3 years ago I noticed my girlfriend was going out more and more to clubs with friends. I didn't mind that, after all our son has autism and can be quite difficult. So I don't mind her going out and having a good time with friends. She would come home the day after and leaving me in the dark. When I would text her friends or call them, they would give me the typical answer like, oh, she's fine and she's sleeping on the couch right now. So I would not think much of it until very recently. Even her friends were ghosting or giving me non-answers. I started to really question my GF, but she would reassure me that she loves me and would never cheat on me. But a week ago my girlfriend came home at 3:30. I was still awake because finally my son went to bed, which can be very difficult since he is low-functioning autistic and requires 100% support. But finally I had got him to go to sleep after watching his favorite movies. Anyway, so I'm chilling and trying to decompress and my girlfriend comes home and well, her makeup is a mess, her dress looks sloppily put on, she's missing a heel and she's bawling her eyes out. I immediately think she was assaulted. I comfort her and ask her who did this to you and that I'm here for her to cry on and that I love her. She immediately starts crying hysterically. She sits down and tells me that she wasn't assaulted at all and actually she was having a one-night stand with someone else. I'm in disbelief. How can the most nicest girl do something so messed up to me? It doesn't make sense at all. My girlfriend is one of those one-of-a-kind type of gal. She's down to earth, and is very quirky, basically everything I like in a woman. She's apologetic and that the guilt was so overwhelming that she had to come over after she did him. Guess she had post-nut clarity and got TF out of there because of the guilt. She started saying how sorry she is again and she isn't blaming anyone but herself and she is willing to do anything she can to gain my trust. She then pleads with me to forgive her and at this point I'm full-blown ugly crying at this point and just don't really have the urge to talk to her now. I am in disbelief. I simply cannot believe my girlfriend would cheat on me. I tell her that I'm just gonna go to bed, so I do. I wake up and my girlfriend is in the kitchen with my son, feeding him and trying to teach him how to speak since he isn't speaking. Anyways, she sees me and with a sad look in her face she gives me a hey. I don't say a thing, instead I make myself some cup of coffee and play video games. After a couple of hours she approaches me asking me if we can talk and I reply with, talk about what? You cheated and my heart hurts. She starts crying and cuddling me saying it meant nothing to her and that she regrets it and she was thinking of me the whole time. This made me even more sad. I told her that her thinking about me while hooking up with a guy makes me feel worse. She promises that she loves me and wants to prove it. She tells me that I'm her everything and she just wants me and her to be together and is willing to do anything to keep this relationship alive. I then tell her I want you to be fully transparent with me. She agrees. I asked her, is this the first time she has cheated on me? There's a slight pause. She then looks down, more tears flow down her face and there the answer is right in front of my face. I'm stunned. I lose it. I start yelling at her saying, how could you? I'm bawling my eyes out. I calm down and ask her how long has this been going on and well, she's been cheating on me, you guessed it, 3 years. My heart sinks. I ask her why and all she could say is I don't know. I then look at her not knowing what to say. And start packing she start crying like a baby, getting on her hands and knees begging for forgiveness, pleading for me to stay. However, I just reply looking at her, seeing you just hurts me. At this point our son is crying as well, scream at the top of his lungs. My GF stops what she's doing and completely tries to calm him down. This is my ticket to finish packing and leave. I also text a close friends of mine to go and crash at his place. After that I start to leave and I am about to exit my place. My GF is holding our son in complete tears begging me to stay. I tell her I can't do that. She then asks me to call her and try to fix our relationship. I simply just say goodbye to our son and just leave. I make sure to call her mom and let her know the situation and that she should really be with her daughter. The mom completely understands and that she had raised her daughter to be better than that. Anyways, I go to my buddies and honestly past few days have been really stressful but relaxing. She has not stopped been blowing up my phone asking me to come back and that she's sorry and is a piece of shit for cheating on me and will forever live with that guilt for the rest of her life, but she wants to be with me and fix our relationship. I have been chilling with my buddy since high school and his wife, and honestly it's been nice, but really miss my family. I still love my GF and a part of me believes she can change, but she cheated on me with multiple of guys and totally shattered what little confidence I had for myself and also trust one had for her. But in no way will I ever call her a bad mother. Because she's not, she's actually perfect. She's raised our son who is severely autistic, and although I love him can be very stressful, but she has never complained about it since her love for our son is much greater than anything she has ever loved. He completely has separation anxiety since he's so attached to my GF. She is the ideal mother to my kid, but the fact that she cheated on me is heart-shattering. I'm at a crossroads now. Do I forgive my girlfriend and try to move past it, or do I completely break up with her and date someone who is loyal to a fault and will love me and not cheat on me? I'm desperate for help. Comment. I cheated on my boyfriend of 14 years multiple times. The first time we were together for about 4 years and the second time was the 5th year. It was all revealed after the second time of me cheating when he started to be suspicious, and I eventually came clean with all of it. I was and he was. I went to counseling a couple times alone and as a couple. The couple one helped a bit, but I was not putting much effort into changing what was fundamentally wrong with me. Recently, he helped me go through that, and we both found that the first time I was basically taken advantage of and the second time was because I wanted attention all the time. Now we've separated for a different reason, and it's much more complicated because we have a daughter and a home together. He wants space to grow as an individual person and I need to be okay with being alone. I wish I could tell you with words how much I wish I could have done things differently back then and how talking about it really helps to ease the pain. I wish I could take it back, but he forgave me and we moved forward until now. I love him deeply and I understand that he needs the space, and I will also grow too. Maybe someday we can be together again. Make damn sure that's your kid. Ask her why she is telling you now. There is nothing for you to fix, it's all on her. Story 2. My girlfriend never puts our relationship first. Throwaway account. I will remain vague as my GF is a frequent visitor of the subreddit. My GF and I have been dating for just over 5 years now. Over the past 5 years we have both had changes in our personalities and values. These changes have not been all bad and in fact has made us more aligned with each other than before. However, there has been one thing that I feel has declined. She used to put our relationship first in most cases. This has completely disappeared as our lives have become busy. She is very happy about being busy because it is stuff she genuinely enjoys doing. I am happy for her and don't want to take it away from her. It has grown to a point that we have no time together. Very little intimacy. The past 6 months have been very hard on me. Even when we do have some time together, she is preoccupied with other things. I will try to have a conversation with her and it will be completely ignored because she is on her phone either browsing Reddit or texting. A good bit of the time it's texting her new friends. This has happened on dates as well. I have talked to her about this multiple times. She may act differently for a day or two, but that's it. I feel like our relationship is dying. She always states that I feel like this when she starts enjoying life. This is making me question our relationship. I have previously discussed marriage with my family and friends. We as a couple have even agreed on when we would like to get married. I am having second thoughts now. I am questioning our relationship. She may be happy with these new changes in our life, but I am not. I have a feeling that our relationship has died in a way. Over the past few months I have gone back and forth between being anxious and missing her to being completely numb about it. I have mentioned feeling numb to her with not much being done to fix it. I wish I had butterflies in my stomach again. The connection we had feels gone the majority of the time now. She feels more like a friend now. I worry that I am in love with a ghost, someone who is not there now. Am I crying over spilt milk, or can this be fixed? I would feel disingenuous if I did not talk about all the things she gets right. She is a great person. Very sweet and caring. Very patient. When we first met I was not a person most would want to hang around. I was in a very dark place, and while it might sound cliché, she made me a better person. Through patience and perhaps one too many chances my life is now on a different track. I still have my flaws but am working on being better because of her. I am extremely grateful for this. Comment. Sometimes people grow apart. I dated a guy that never prioritized me and it was the worst. I tried to end things and he claimed he'd fix it, but he never did. It's your limits, what you're willing to deal with. You set your boundary, made your request, she didn't listen. Is that okay with you? You've gotta make that decision, and that's your answer. Your partner having interests is good, but when you are no longer one of them, it's over. So it might just be me reading into this and filtering through my own thing, but have you strayed away from the outside hobbies and friendships you've had outside the relationship at a faster clip than she? I've been in this spot and I've seen others struggle in the same, and it's usually the result of one person clinging to the relationship harder as their friends and independent activities be one less important to them, while the partner clings to their outside interests like a life raft. It's an ocean, buddy. Look, mate, it sounds like you're in a tough spot. But let me be real with you. Relationships take effort from both sides. If your girlfriend is constantly putting other things before your relationship, it's time to have a serious talk. Communication is key, so sit her down and let her know how you're feeling. If she's not willing to make changes or even acknowledge the issue, then maybe it's time to reevaluate things. You deserve someone who prioritizes you and values your connection. Don't settle for being in love with a ghost. Go out there and find someone who gives you those damn butterflies in your stomach. It's your happiness on the line, my friend.